Hi everyone. In this lecture I will teach you that how you can create this geometry in CST Studio. We have been given a geometry which is made of copper and the thickness is 0.034. The width is 8 and the length is 8. So for this we will first open the CST Studio and so go to the modeling, press on brick and press escape. This is the name solid 1. I will assign the x-min is equal to minus w by 2 and the x-max is w divided by 2. For the y-min I will assign l by 2 minus l by 2 and on the y-max side I will assign plus l divided by 2. For the thickness I will assign a variable which is h, and for the material I will select the copper from the list. So I will load this material which is copper. Now I will press the preview and I will assign values to these variables. The w means width, so I will assign 8 to it and I will write in the description width. I will also assign value to l. L is 8, l mean length, so I will write length in the description. After that I will click OK. Okay, there is minus l divided by 2 and it is l divided by 2. So again press the preview and assign value to the height variable which is 0.035 and I will write height in the description. Click OK, then click on preview. You can see that the shape or the geometry which we were going to create has been here. I will rotate this geometry to see the details of its dimensions. Now as we know that we are going to create this geometry, but this geometry contains various slots. As we know the slot dimension, its radius is 0.5 and the distance between two slots is also 0.5. First I will create the center slot, this one. So I will select the cylinder and I will press the escape button. Now in the properties I will write the name as hole. So I will assign the outer radius value and in the radius value the outer radius is r and the position is origin, so it is 0 0. Height is h and the material is copper which is already defined here. So I will press the preview and I will assign value to the radius which is 0.5. Then I will press OK and you can see that a small circle has been created at the center of the previous geometry, rectangular geometry. We can see it from different sides. Now as you see in this slide, I am going to create these two slots. So for this I will go to the components, this and holes, transforms, and then make a copy of it, and I need it in the x dimension. So I will click on the copy here and I need it in the x dimension. So I will write in the x transform. As we can see in this slide, the distance is 0.5. So I will assign 0.5 here at the x, at the translation vector position. In the x I will write 0.5. But as you can see that both of these slots overlap each other. So I will write 1. Still they are consecutively touching the boundary of each other. So I will again change this value. I will write x equal to 1.5. Now you can see that there is a distance of 0.5 between two slots. If I write d here and I assign value of 1.5 to it, then you can see that a variable has been created in the parameter list. Now I need 2 copy of this. So I will write in the repetition factor as 2 and click on OK, and you can see that 2 other copies of this slot have been created in the previous geometry. So if you see the details, I will zoom it and I will click on the pick endpoint so that I may verify the distance. So I have clicked these 2 points. P1 is on the first radius on the first circle and P2 is on the second circle, and the distance which you can see is 0.5. So up to this point I have verified that these three slots have been properly created. Now I need a copy of it on the other side, on the minus x direction. So I will go to the transform, I will click on the copy, and I will click on the x translate. I will write minus d, and I will click on the OK, and you can see that other two holes have been created on the negative x direction. Now I need to copy or to create the other slots which are oriented in the y axis direction. So for that I will click on the one hole which is on the left side. I will click on the transform, click on the translate, press on the copy, and now in the y axis I will write d, and as you know that the value of d is 1.5, so I will make two copies of this circle and I will apply, and you can see that two other slots have been created in the positive y-axis direction. Now again I need in the minus y-axis direction, so I will write minus d here, and when I click on the preview you can see that one was created. When I increase the factor, two slots have been created in the minus y direction. Now again on the other side I need the slot which is far on the right side. I will select this slot, and you can see that this is hole underscore 2, so I will select this one and I will go to the transform, click on the translate, select check the copy, and again I will write d in the y-axis and I will make two repetition of it. In the preview you can see that two slots have been created in the plus y direction. I will write minus d, and in the repetition I will write 2. So the other two slots may be created in the minus y direction. If I will increase it into 2 so that two other slots may be created. Now I have created all these holes, but now I need to subtract it from the first geometry so that the proper slots may be created. So for that I will select the solid one, which is the rectangular geometry. I will go to the boolean subtract, and then I will select all these holes which I have created previously, and I will click and enter. Now you can see that all the slots have been created as we have seen in the slide. So we have created a geometry which we were already trying to create. Now if we want to change the geometry, we will simply go and we will change the values of these variable. For example, w equal to 10 and l is equal to 10. Then we will go to home and we'll click on the parametric update, and the geometry will change. Similarly, we can change the value of this d, we can change the value of r, and we can change the value of any variable here. Thank you so much.